Awesome, guys.
Hi.
This is Bolaji.
Bolaji.
Bolaji, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks.
The podcast is Under the Sun. It's a new podcast I'm creating to help meet people like you who are in tech, who have a career, who have a life in general. So we just want to hear your story. So why don't you start us off, like where are you from, who you are, what do you do, your background.
Okay. I'm Bolaji. I'm from Georgia. But my parents are like Nigerian immigrants. My background, I guess, like back in high school, like I didn't know what I wanted to do really. But I kind of ended up just going to computer science because I thought computers were cool, and I took APCS in high school. Yeah, and then since then, like I interned at Amazon and Google, and things are looking good.
Yeah. There you go. Obviously a very, I would say, impressive career so far. Just knowing you as a friend. Bolaji and I met, where did we meet? Sorry, I'm choking on this.
We
met
in the Posse group at AFE.
Right, the Amazon Future Engineer freshman year.
Yeah.
And then we met in person.
Yep.
This summer.
Yep.
Of 2023.
Yep.
Do you remember how did we meet? Like
July 4th party. The July 4th.
With Xavier? And that's where we met?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, I didn't realize that. Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, I'd love to hear more about, like, so where'd you grew up in Georgia,
Yep.
Atlanta.
Yep.
How was that for you? Like, what were you doing in middle school and high school? I'd love to hear more of that, like, computer science story that you have, the background.
Sure.
And feel free to, like, talk with me.
Alright, yeah, for sure. So, I went to like a pretty like normal middle school, high school whole situation. And then, I remember like back in middle school, I played on like 4 basketball teams at the same time. So I was like
4?
I was super into it. I was on 2 travel teams and then my school team, and then I was on an AAU team. It's like people who are really into basketball know what that means. But yeah, and then once I got to high school, I honestly didn't do that much. Like I was in like the normal clubs. Oh, in middle school, I was also in like a graphic design club or something.
Okay, interesting.
Or no, not graphic design, like 3D modeling. We used like the
one of the model, like
one of the
softwares, like
yeah.
you. What is that? It starts with U, right?
Unity.
Unity.
No, I didn't use Unity.
Okay.
I used some other thing. But
Yeah.
it was just one of the normal ones. And then I also was in computer science club. So I was back in middle school.
Yeah.
A while ago.
Wow.
I did a lot in middle school. I was in robotics club too, or not with my school, but like outside of my school, I was on a robotics team. I was at first robotics. You ever hear that?
Yeah, I did that too.
Yeah,
First robot. You did it in middle school?
Yeah, I did.
They had that in middle school. The VEX, I thought. VEX
No,
robotics.
I did VEX in high school.
Okay, so you switched from first in middle school to VEX in high school.
Yeah.
Because I did VEX. I did it first in high school.
Okay, yeah. No, there's 3 different first like competitions. There's like first there's a Lego League one.
Okay.
That's fire, and then there's the like Technic Challenge.
Yeah.
And then Robotics Challenge. Like there's FTC and FRC, I think.
I did, yeah. So I was FRC.
Yeah, I think I did FTC.
You did FTC. Those are the mini robots.
Yeah, they're smaller.
Wait,
they're smaller.
so I did FTC and then I did FRC.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's usually how it
awesome.
goes. Yeah. And then anything else? I mean, I did debate for like a year, bro.
Well, obviously you're very like you had a lot of technical backgrounds.
Yeah.
You did debate, you did FRC, you did a lot of school clubs.
Yeah.
And then you also played basketball.
Yeah.
Like you're big. I know Bolaji, he gotta stand up. Like he's huge. You gotta stand up, man. I don't even know if the camera like can look, but the difference is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll do a little photo shoot after, but I'm really impressed. Like you can do the dunking and everything like that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, have you seen me? I think we played once.
We played.
I don't know if I
that
done
one time
that.
with
Shannon,
me, you, Xavier.
Daniel, bro.
Daniel was good.
So
Daniel was pretty good. Shout out Daniel. Daniel, you're coming on my podcast soon.
Okay,
So,
Daniel.
yeah.
I gotta play with Daniel again. You know where he's gonna be this summer?
I don't. Wait, is he returning? I have to follow up.
I don't know. I'll ask him.
Okay,
Yeah.
follow up.
I guess like no one knows.
No one knows. No one tells like.
No, like no one
our
knows who it's gonna be, bro.
Yeah, and the group chat kind of fell apart. To be honest.
I mean, yeah, that makes
TBH,
sense.
but just life's so busy. Everyone has their own thing.
Yep.
Cool. And so now middle school, high school, and then college. So where'd you go for college?
Oh yeah. So I started out at Fordham for computer science and math. But then I switched to NYU for computer engineering because they didn't have like an engineering department over there.
I see. So you always want to do engineering?
Yeah.
Like computer engineering?
Yeah.
And so you switched from Fordham, and then NYU, like when did you switch? When did you come to NYU?
Just this last year. Yeah.
This last year. What year are you right now?
Junior.
Awesome.
So like when I came into college, I like thought like, oh, it'd be cool if I did like chip design stuff. But I was like, I don't know. So first I did like the CS stuff. It was pretty fun. But I definitely wanted to go like lower level. Like I was doing like websites and stuff at hackathons. I was like, man, this is so boring.
Hey, I find joy in that, to be honest. You can ship so fast with the SaaS software, but that's just my preference, right?
You can ship fast, but it's like, man, I do not.
But the hardcore, like, where the money layer is the infrastructure layer, right?
Yeah. So that's why I want to do that.
So why did you choose Fordham in the first place? Like, did you have any other options, like when you're applying to college?
No, I didn't apply to that many places, to be honest. I wasn't in high school. I was not like really dialed in, to be honest. Like, we had our COVID year.
Yeah, COVID year was junior year, right?
Yeah, junior year, and bro, I just like turned off.
You turned off and you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But then, so you came back.
My mom like told me to apply to places. Like I was just.
You were just like, but obviously you're pretty successful. I would say like you got the engineer, like the Amazon future engineer. Can you get some background on that? Like we both got that.
Yeah.
High school senior year, which is like a $10K scholarship plus a guaranteed internship at Amazon.
Yeah.
And from there, that like basically revolutionized like your life.
Yeah.
It changed completely.
For me too.
Like the amount of friends that I've got, like I'm through you and like through everyone else too. It's insane. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, that was great for me. Like one of my best friends, Sebastian, he was my roommate during the internship, and he also worked on the same floor as me. I still like talk to him like every week. So
awesome.
I think, and he doesn't even live like in New York. He goes to CMU.
Yeah.
So it's just that was huge for me. And he like not just him, but just everyone like I lived with in the whole AFE community like told me about so many opportunities and like.
Oh yeah, dude, that group chat is cracked out. Like a lot of it's awesome.
Yeah.
So how was your then transitioning? How was your Amazon experience? Tell me a little bit more about your like. What building were you at? Like, what team were you doing? If you can remember.
Yeah, no, I remember that. Honestly, I remember that experience. Like, other than like, I even remember like specifically what I did, but I don't remember like specifically what problems I faced and all that stuff. But so I was in Grace was our building name. It's in Bellevue.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Okay, you're at Bellevue. Yeah,
I was in Bellevue.
I remember now. Yeah.
I was not a fan
of Bellevue because you were living in Seattle.
No, I lived in Bellevue.
You lived in Bellevue and you worked in Bellevue.
But like,
everyone's in
Seattle.
Seattle
To get around Bellevue.
Yeah.
First of all, because we didn't have a car for the first half of the summer, and then Sebastian got a shift.
Oh, I see.
But so it's hard to get around, and everyone lives in Seattle, so I didn't play that much basketball. We got a gym membership, so I started playing pickup like every day.
Yeah.
That was later on.
Only on the weekends did you come to Seattle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But Bellevue is nice. It's a nice area.
It is.
Like,
it is.
I'm pretty sure it's one family that owns like the malls, the Bellevue malls.
Really?
Do you remember what it's called? The Bellevue?
The Bellevue. I don't remember. I think it's the Bellevue Mall.
Okay, yeah.
It's nice.
It's very nice. It's a very good suburban, like loving area.
Yep.
But cool.
Yep. So I was in Grace, and I think our entire building was Scott, which is supply chain optimization tech. So I was on the supply chain optimization tech inventory planning control simulation inbound simulation team.
Yeah.
So basically, what that means is that Amazon before they put like the kind of products that they ship out to people, right?
Yeah.
Or actually, let's get into first how 1 day and 2 day shipping works.
Okay.
So
1 day and 2 days shipping for Amazon.
Yes.
Okay,
So
let's hear it.
So my team, simulation team, is basically the reason that 1 day and 2 days shipping works at Amazon. And the idea is that when you buy a product, right, maybe it's like produced in like 90% of the time it's produced, 99% of the time it's produced in China, but
Not anymore.
not anymore. Well, we'll see what happens.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
But
yeah.
like it's produced in China, right, and then it's flown over to America, and like the company that produced it kind of gives it to Amazon and lets Amazon like deal with it at that point.
Right.
So
they ship the final product to Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is kind of where my team gets involved. Or the idea is that Amazon doesn't have just like it has warehouses. We all know Amazon has warehouses. Like people make the joke about the warehouse worker, they pee in the bottle so they don't take a break or whatever. I don't know if that's a joke, but we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
But basically, there are warehouses everywhere. But the important thing is that when you order something on Amazon, we don't ship it like across the country. Like if we had to ship each package across the country to get to the person, it takes so long to get packages, right? So what they do is they predict how many people in an area will want a specific thing, and then or put that amount of things in a warehouse like near you, within a few hours driving distance. Yeah. So that as soon as you order it, it can just be put on a truck instantly and just driven to your house. And the way that they predict it is through the simulation team, our team.
That's what you have. Is it are you running like AI models, or are you doing like Monte Carlo simulations? Probably both, right? Like you're mixing. It's like testing. You're playing.
Yeah. That's where my project actually got involved. Is that we'd run thousands of simulations, right? And then my project was to kind of make a tool that would compare specific metrics on the simulations against each other. So you can see if there's random jumps somewhere, and then the data scientists can figure out where. Yeah.
Awesome. So it's like the tool to help optimize the supply chain of where you're going to place the package.
Yeah, exactly.
And this applies to 1 day and 2 days. So I'm assuming
if there's all shipping, not just 1 day.
Okay. If there's no okay, that makes sense, because I remember Dallas. We have a huge warehouse. Dallas is a huge warehouse just for Amazon. And Walmart as well. Yep. I remember, did you do any field trips? Because when I was at Amazon, I was on the Prime team. I went to Canada. What's the one next? Vancouver, Canada. And we did a tour of the warehouse.
That's cool.
So we walked in, we saw all these these belt layers just automated, just going everywhere. It's flying everywhere. It's crazy. Okay. The amount of optimization that they're doing in the warehouse.
Yeah, now the Amazon robotics, I think in Boston.
Oh yeah, the one there, the moving, the little plates and stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, no. My team did have field trips, but I didn't go. Either it wasn't during the summer. It was right before we came. Yeah. I think they had a field trip, so I just didn't get to go on it.
I see, but
it's kind of sad, but it's all right. I got over it.
Yeah. So what was your favorite experience at Amazon?
At Amazon?
Did you have a favorite experience?
I mean, I would say my last 2 summers were just the best summers I've ever had, by a sizable margin. I still honestly might place Amazon as my best summer ever. And
over Google.
Google.
Okay. Wow.
We'll get into this.
Okay. So Amazon, best summer. Why?
I just I loved living with my roommates. Our house was, I'm gonna be real, our house was disgusting. But just every day I wake up and just hang out with my friends who all were into the same stuff. Yeah, we'd be talking about our work, and not just work, whatever we were doing, right? And then every day with my roommate Sebastian, he had the car. Yeah. We'd go to the gym after work, and then I'd go to the gym, we'd work out, maybe I'd play basketball, push and pick up for a few hours, and I just do that every day. It's awesome.
So what I'm getting at is the community that you were, and also I'm assuming this is your first internship where you're not at home, right? You were far away.
This is my first internship.
This was his first. Okay, so it's a completely different experience. Like
I've never had like a.
And dude, you're balling out. Like the Amazon money is crazy, man.
I remember when I got it. I was like, oh my god, is it paid? I was like, yeah, you're probably gonna be getting paid. I was like, oh yes, this is. I was like, how much am I gonna make? She was like, oh, I'll look into it. She was like, I mean, you'll probably make like $27 an hour. I was like, oh my god, bro. I was so excited. Little did I know.
Dude, it's like, it's way more than that. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, what? I saw when I got the offer, I saw it, I was like, what?
It's crazy, dude. The gap jump.
I could not believe that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were balling out. You came back to school, you feeling good.
Yeah. I got my first purchase. And I think this is my second largest purchase ever. I got AirPod Maxes. My justification. This is it's probably my worst purchase ever. But I enjoy them. It was a good purchase.
Yeah,
I'm behind it. But I was like, I'm gonna be in the office and working all day. So
you might as well
get some nice headphones.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was crazy. I went hiking for the first time.
Oh, in Seattle. Seattle is beautiful. Like summer, like the sun is beautiful.
Yeah, it's so nice. It didn't rain that much. Yeah, my teammates were like, "Don't come back." Like it rains during the year, so like for full time, like try not to get to Seattle.
And it gets dark.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah. So like it's miserable. It's like okay, but hiking. Oh, I had hot pot and Korean barbecue for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those were the first times I had that. This reminds me of a time like we went with my team. My team got hot pot.
Yeah.
And there was someone on our team where he was on like a sister team.
Yeah.
And we were me, Sebastian, and like this other intern. She was a master's student. Her name's like Gia Lynn. Yeah. I shouldn't dox her. Should I? But
that's fine.
She's chill. We were there. We were the three interns there, or maybe like a Hemlek was there too. Oh, Hemlek was like he was also on supply chain inventory, or he was an inventory planning and control simulation. Okay. So he's like the same.
I thought he was in Seattle.
Yeah, he was in Seattle. Oh no, he was in Bellevue. He lived in Seattle. He lived in Seattle. Was in Bellevue. He went to Princeton. He goes to Princeton with one of my roommates.
Shout out!
Yeah, shout out Princeton. You know,
there we go. Too many Princeton friends.
Tolu,
Tolu,
Tolu was my roommate. Tolu was my roommate.
Shannon. There's too many of them.
Whole squad there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was there. I believe he went to Hot Pot with us. And yeah, there's this guy. I don't remember what his name is, but we thought he was an intern. He was not an intern. Like we said something like, "Let's let the interns decide," and then we asked him, and he was like, "Why are you guys asking me?" So we thought he was an intern, and he was like, "You guys know I'm not an intern, right?" And we were like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm the oldest person here."
Crazy.
He wasn't just like not an intern. Bro, he was older than everyone else there.
That's
like everyone else, he was the oldest person on the team.
Was he Asian?
Yeah.
He probably has the Asian genes.
Yeah,
he's
crazy.
Like he's old. His age is old, but he looks young.
Yeah, dude, he looks like as young as us. It's
crazy.
Ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. So Amazon, fun time, great experience.
Great time. Oh, the project though. Whew, that was rough.
A lot of work?
That was rough.
Yeah.
That was my first time doing front end. I had a full stack project.
Yeah.
So we had like our APIs, right? That would send the simulation data from whatever database we were using, or I guess it wasn't even a database, like storage, just blob storage.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
And then so that was my whole time, first time dealing with all that stuff. So that was rough.
It was a great learning experience because like I feel like you came to Amazon, first internship, you didn't know much, and then you got into the weeds, you picked up the stuff.
Yeah.
But then I realized, like for me, I was like, the onboarding was like challenging a little bit in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like you have to do like the design doc.
Oh, I didn't have to.
You didn't do design doc?
I inherited a project.
Oh, okay. But you were just implementing then the whole time.
Yeah. I inherited, it was a master's student project, bro.
Yeah, you get like the experience I hear from Amazon is a lot of people like have different experiences. Like one team, like, oh, it's easy, like you do nothing.
Yeah.
Other teams are like, dude, you're cranking it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially like the last like 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah, it's crank
last
time.
3 weeks.
Crank season.
Yeah, we're at the office. We get there at like 9 and we leave at like midnight.
Yeah, that's
It was fun though. I remember like it was super stressful. I was exhausted at the end, but like I was there in the office with the other interns, every day. Like we get lunch or something. Wow. We'd be hanging out. We'd be having fun at the office till like midnight every day. It was a great time.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon treats you well for sure.
It's where it all started.
So let's move on. Okay, Amazon, and then what's next?
What's next? I don't know. I had school. Nothing happens in school, We all been to school.
We all been to school. I think it's still good to be in school though, because like you have so much experience of just meeting people.
No, for sure.
Like it's crazy. Like the amount of people you meet and I wouldn't trade school. Like a lot of people. I know they drop out.
Don't go to school.
Don't go to school or drop out, like all that stuff. I mean,
honestly, dropping out is not terrible in my opinion.
It's not terrible, but like at least experience school for like a year.
Yeah, at least go for a year. In my opinion, if it's not too expensive, you can afford it. Go to school for a year.
Yeah, go to school, but also do your work that you want to do. You know what I mean?
Work?
Don't if you want to make a startup. Do it while you're at school, but don't focus on school. But just take the benefits of the school value.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't I go up. I don't classes. You know what I mean? Maybe it's different because you go to Ivy League, but you could, or you go to NYU top school. But these days, I think you just use AI to cheat everything.
I mean, I'm against cheating.
Not cheat, but you're leveraging yourself to be better. You should I totally agree, but definitely enjoy college. That's what I would say.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I think I have a
hot take.
A hot take on AI in the classroom. Well, we'll get into that in a second. For me though, I just want to one last thing on this little school bit. A big thing is meeting people, meeting people, getting opportunities. That's the big thing in school. Forget your education or whatever, but just talking with people and just meeting so many different people is I think the most important thing.
But I wasn't like that though. It takes a mind shift once you realize to understand. Because in college, freshman year, I was okay, grades, focus and work, right? Yeah. And it did add benefit to me. But then sophomore year, I was okay, I could care less. I started it went on decline, so I stopped attending classes, kids. But from my experience, it kind of just went shh. I don't show up anymore at all to anything.
Depends on your major. Okay, I think that's more common in CS and engineering in general, because you go to class, they don't take attendance, and if they do take attendance, the professor doesn't care. But it's 2% of your grade.
Well, I think.
And then you can just learn everything online. Everything in school that you learn, you can learn. You basically learn from a textbook anyways. Yeah. In our math classes. Yeah. Good God, I go to class, bro, and then I go home and watch 50 videos on the exact same thing you went over, because not a word that he said made sense.
Yeah, you couldn't explain it as well. I mean, if you're really passionate, I don't know if you get this too, but if you're really passionate about something, you would go and learn, get after it yourself. Yeah. You don't need a professor to teach you.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I think
sometimes
some subjects are I think hard to you should maybe go to class. It's just very hard to even know where to start.
Yeah.
For something.
Some subjects that you're expanding or learning, you definitely need a teacher, but you need a great teacher.
That's true.
To really help you out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, AI in the classroom.
Yeah.
So I think especially with computer science now, you can AI everything yourself. But I'm now running into a lot of students, and myself even sometimes, where you don't know things that you should definitely know just because you kind of use AI as a crutch. You'll say something very simple, right? Yeah. Or students get out and they don't know how to make a website. Right?
Yeah. Or how to do what's the difference between SQL and NoSQL? Yeah. Someone told me on the interview, so the job market, everyone thinks it's cooked for CS. Yeah. But in reality, all these startups and the people I'm talking to, they're no, we just have a bad pool of people. They just use AI for everything. They don't understand one guy he mistake like SQL versus NoSQL and the difference he couldn't explain. Like stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like you should know.
You should know it,
yeah,
right? But like
very basic.
You use AI so much that like you're basically your brain rot. Like you don't like it just flows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
so That's like I think that's a big.
It's a valid reason for sure. I think you should still be technical for AI. Like a lot of people are saying, oh, I can just use AI to replace everything.
No.
But you need AI. You need to understand the technicals because you're going to be the one building on top of the AI.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Like it's still an advantage to know how to code.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's it.
Good take. Alrighty. Should we move on? I want to hear more about Google. Google. Nooglers.
Okay, bro.
What do you got about Google?
Wait, hold on. Let me get something.
All right.
Classic. The legendary hat.
Wow, guys. The Noogler hat.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's the intern one though.
Yeah? How do I look?
Look fresh. I'm gonna get a
What's
new
up,
one.
y'all?
This one's a little.
Yo, this is our
worn.
This is our thumbnail, right? Wait, ready? 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Okay.
Wait, I need to go like this. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay. Awesome.
Nice. Yeah, so Google. I guess before we like go into the actual experience, let's do like first like how I ended up there.
Yeah, let's hear it.
After Amazon, it all starts with Amazon. I ended up getting the inclined offer, right? Yeah. So how like the return or end of internship process works, because some people might not know that, is that you're either like not inclined, which means you're not going to get a return offer, or you're inclined, which means they want your team said you did well enough where they want you back, which I was honestly surprised that they wanted me back low key. It means they want you back, but they're not sure if there's headcount. I think it's probably a newer thing.
That's what they said. That's what they said a lot. And then so like you get inclined, right? And then I didn't get my offer until like really really late, like January. But other people, they got their offers like September, August. So I think it depended on where they want to shift their headcount in business. Yeah. But what was your experience on that?
Yeah. I got the return offer in. It was either late January or early February. I think it was late January.
Yeah, but by then, did you already accept Google?
Yeah. So I'll get into that in a second. So I got the inclined. Yeah. But then I wasn't sure if I was gonna get a return offer because Amazon was like all weird about that. Right. So I applied, but lightly. Like I didn't like grind the application process. Because I thought, I have Amazon as a backup. Yeah. I have Amazon as a backup, but I did apply to a few places. Yeah. And a lot of like sophomore programs, like Duolingo Thrive. Right. Google Step.
Microsoft.
NVIDIA. What's NVIDIA? It's like Inspire or something. Yeah. I think it starts with an I. But a lot of software programs, Microsoft Explorer. Yeah. And then I remember saying, I don't know why I said this, but I was talking with my aunt. She was like, okay, if you ended up getting one of these, like, what would you take? Would you take Amazon again? What would you do? And I told her if I got Google, I'd take that over literally anything.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, good choice. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that. Yeah. I'm not like a huge Google glazer. Like some people are that I know.
Dude, the status in Google, bro. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. So then I in like November, I actually got called for an interview or whatever. I got like the email like, we want to move you on to the next stage. Awesome. And like schedule interviews or whatever. Like answer this like interest questionnaire, and I was like, what the heck? I was like, all right, sick. It's really cool. And then my interview ended up being during finals.
Oh, bro!
my December. Yeah, it was December. It was the day before my like Calc 3 final. I was like, Jesus Christ! I think I did Calc 3 and then linear algebra the next day. Yeah, and I was like, this is literally the worst possible time we could schedule an interview. So what I did is that like my lead code was terrible. Like I didn't know lead code up to that point. Basically, I just locked myself in my room and lead coded for like 36 hours straight. Like right before I took the interview, and then I got the interview. It wasn't even hard.
It wasn't hard, right?
It was not like the Google Step interview is really easy. I will say if you're a sophomore or a freshman, that is the easiest way to get into Google is Google Step.
But also, even like a lot of companies that I've seen are not that hard on the leak code either.
That's true. Yeah.
I think what they're mainly looking for also is like, can you communicate too? Because like a lot of devs, which is true, like they can't communicate. You know what I mean? Like you can learn everything on the job, right?
Yeah.
Like, leak code is not applicable to your. It is a little bit.
Well, it's not like the base problem skills.
Exactly, but like you need to have like the ownership, the mentality, the forward thinking, all these other like benefits that are add on that makes you stand out.
Yeah.
But reality is basically the resume screening is hard.
Yeah, the resume screen is definitely the hardest part because I think for like most people I know, like if they got the step interview, they got the offer.
Yeah.
For step at least, but the resume screening, I think they get like less than 2% of people get to the interview stage. So that's.
But do you think like Amazon helped?
Bro, Amazon carried, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Hard carried, bro. Yeah. And then I was in RA last year, so I think like stuff like that. I think like outside of even like stuff that's not applicable necessarily to like software.
Yeah.
But things that show like being an RA shows that like I can like deal with other people, right? I can plan events, do like administrative tasks that don't seem like useful for a job, or not useful for a job, but like.
Not
like boring, boring tasks that
right.
like seem useless. Like I can do those all the time because of the RA job. So I think like stuff like that is still really useful. I was talking with my friend actually the other day, and he was like, he was saying that volunteering is good on your resume because it shows that you're willing to do something that doesn't seem to help you in any way.
Doesn't equate to like some sort of status, success, value.
Yeah, some sort of value for yourself, exactly. But yeah. So I think that definitely helped me get past the resume screening, and then I did the interview. Interview was not too hard. My second question was a bit, it was harder than normal, I think, because it was just like just implement some sort of searching algorithm through like a tree. Yeah.
BFS, DFS.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that, yeah.
So it's not hard to implement, but it's just something that's like
you have to think through it a little bit.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Through it.
And then I do all of my interviews in C++.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad language, but like, if you want to like speed run these interviews,
just do Python. Just do Python. If you do C++, like that's cool. I'm with it. I love it.
Yeah.
But probably just do Python.
You probably use Python either way, unless you're like on your job.
Oh, I don't know.
Rather than like, it depends. If you're like low latency, actually, yeah, for infra you might be doing like really low level C++.
Yeah.
But if you're doing anything like infra, ML, AI,
you're doing AI, ML. Right?
Yeah, just hit Python. Front end, just hit like JavaScript.
Yep.
People use Java. Dude,
Java.
I can't believe that's still a language.
I use Java in both my interviews.
I use Java too at Amazon.
Amazon and Google. I use Java.
Yeah. A lot of companies still use Java. The Corvette 17.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like the I'm blanking on it, but yeah, people use Java.
I support Java. No, I don't think like why is still a thing. I'm with Java.
Okay.
I'm taking programming languages right now.
Yeah.
It's like implementation and design of programming languages. I think we're big fans of Java.
It's not a bad language. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you can do everything in it.
Yeah. What about the newer language? Go. Rust. Dude, Go.
I haven't looked into Go, but this summer my project's gonna be in Go.
Dude, that's
so I have to learn Go.
That's a good language to pick up too.
Yeah, I know. So. But yeah, Java. I originally like said because you have to say what language you want to do your interview in before you do the interview. I initially said Java, and then I got there and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be real here. I don't remember how to do any of this in Java. Can I just do C++?"
Yeah, that's right.
And they're like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." Like my first interviewer, I don't remember what her name was. She was so nice though. She was like, "Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't really know C++, so just like talk me through what you're doing." And I was like, "Okay, yeah." So we did it. Worked great. And the second guy, I remember like we talked. I was like, I want to do C++. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's good. I like C++." I was like, "Oh, awesome." Nice. And then we started bonding actually about like how much we dislike JavaScript.
I mean, yeah, I get, but Okay, C++ is actually good because now I recall like all the competitive math people, the programmers, they use C++. It's just such a good language you can optimize.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like that benefits.
Its whole thing is just to be fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's languages. I mean, any more like what about your experience? Like so you got the Google Step.
Oh yeah. So then you go into project matching.
Okay, you go to project matching.
For step is solid. Step is solid in that like you're guaranteed a project match. For normal Google like software engineer intern, even if you pass the whole interview process, you go into project matching. There's I don't want to say there's a high chance, but there's a non-zero chance that you just don't get matched to a team and you don't end up getting like.
And does that mean you lose your offer?
You don't get an offer even after you pass like the interview rounds. You don't get an offer until you get matched with the team.
So you have to get matched.
Yeah.
Who chooses this matching? Like they manually pick like each team like pass on your like information.
Yeah.
Okay, I want this guy.
Yeah, you have to fill out a form that shows your interests, and then like the teams
they look at
the form that you enter. Like each like manager, I think, like has to look through probably like hundreds of people.
Yeah.
To find interns that they want to interview.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
You interview with the specific team.
Yeah.
Then after you interview with the team, then you get the offer.
Yeah.
But for Step, you're guaranteed a match.
Good.
So that was like chill. I ended up getting matched with Google backend security. No, not Google. Gmail. Gmail.
No way, dude. No way.
Gmail.
That's crazy.
Gmail.
You're supporting all of these Gmails.
Yeah.
You gotta give me the secret sauce and help me with this AI email Gmail. We'll take it off camera, but keep going.
Yeah. So I was on Gmail in Sunnyvale, California. So they have like they have campuses all over the world, right? But the headquarters is Mountain View, California, which is like in the Bay Area. And then the Google Cloud, which is what Gmail is under for the whole some weird random reason, is it's under Google Cloud. Gmail is. Google Cloud headquarters is in Sunnyvale, California, which is just right. It's like 10 minutes away from Mountain View.
Is this the MP1 or the MP3?
Like the MP buildings.
Yeah.
All of those are in Sunnyvale.
They're Sunnyvale.
All those Google Cloud.
And then what's the other?
Mountain View. There's the Googleplex.
Googleplex. Okay. So I visited when I visited you. It was Sunnyvale.
Sunnyvale, yeah. The Googleplex is like the most famous.
The most famous one.
Yeah.
Is that where the CEO is?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Where the CEO is. Yeah. So I was in Sunnyvale. I had my little team. My project was all in Java. When you're a Step intern, you get an intern partner. So you have like a pod.
Yeah.
And what you call pods, you have pod mates. So it was me and this girl, Nicole. And we worked in... I remember initially they said like the language doesn't matter just due to the type of project we have.
Right.
But we could choose either Java or C++, and then we ended up choosing Java. I was kind of happy with that actually. Because I haven't... Yeah, I was happy with that. So we use Java, and our project is, because I'm backend security, they have like some restrictions on what I can like say about our project.
But it was
just like an automation project.
Okay,
we're just automating something.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's good. Awesome. And I visited you.
Yep. Yes, you did.
Last year.
Yep.
Summer.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, it was such an awesome place. Oh, what I was gonna say is like the food, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazon doesn't have like the food perks. You know what I mean? When I visited Sunnyvale, Meta, NVIDIA, Google Meta, they had food like employees. They stayed right. It was 6 p.m. Right? You always stayed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the benefits. That's the extra productivity. But I loved it when I was in Seattle, the Google office in Seattle.
Yeah.
So I was working at Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Lunchtime
hits. Like I go out and like I'm going to lunch. I go to Google Seattle's building to go grab lunch.
How'd you get in?
I got a few friends there.
Okay.
There's there's a few Step people too. I forgot her name, but she's at NYU, and there's one from CMU as well.
Oh, who?
This looks bad.
We'll let you know later.
Yeah, we'll figure out the names later. But
yeah, food's great. Did we go to the food trucks that day?
We did. We went outside. It was very I rode on the Google bikes. Remember the Google bikes?
The Google bikes.
We went around Awesome.
Yeah.
Helena was there.
And
then like
me and Marcel were drilling her the whole time.
Yeah.
We were trying to, we were making fun of her for something.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Good. And then what happened? So you finished Google. Then what's next? What's next for you?
What's next?
Are you going back?
Yeah. Oh yeah. This summer I'm going back to Google. Google, I had to go through the whole project matching situation.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So for Amazon, I was like, when you get an inclined offer, like return offer, you think, I'm probably getting an offer. Like, you're like, there's a really high chance I'm getting an offer. With Google, you don't feel that sense of security. Like, I personally have not met anyone who got the Amazon return offer and got the inclined and didn't get an offer from Amazon.
Yeah.
But Google, that is common for that to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, I never went back and talked about when I accepted my offer. So at Google, I got my offer in early January, so I did get the Google Step offer before I got the Amazon return offer.
Okay, so you accepted.
I had already accepted Google before I even had a chance with Amazon, which is okay. I was happy with that.
Yeah.
Because I'd already said before at the beginning of the summer that I accept Google anyways, but yeah, so that's what happened there. But back to this year. So I was not sure I would be coming back to Google. I remember, I think like a week after I ended, I got like an email that like I was gonna move to project matching. Like they're like, oh, you did really well. Come back next year. Go to project matching. So I was like, okay, even if I don't get an offer, I'm happy that I did well this summer.
That's good. Yeah. So are you still in that process right now?
No, I'm not to a team. I got the offer. I'm going to Seattle. Oh. I've not said this. I should say this on LinkedIn or whatever so people know. Yeah. I'm going to be in Seattle this summer. I don't think that many people know.
Hit him up. His DMs are open.
Yeah.
He'll take you on dates too, so don't worry.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't said that. I should say that.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Don't worry, I'll mention you on this. On this podcast.
Thank you.
You'll get up there.
Yeah, because like all the AFE people don't really know.
Yeah.
I just kind of in the Discord I kind of popped up again. Now I'm like talking again because I'm gonna see all the people.
Oh yeah, I haven't checked that in like 2 years.
2 years.
I need to get back on that. This is such a good group. There's a lot of smart people in there.
There are. I mean, not too many people talking there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I stopped using Discord a lot for some reason.
I don't know how I feel about that. Like Discord is like it can be good, it can be bad.
Yeah.
It's hit or miss.
Hit or miss.
But yeah. So this summer I'm going to be on the Google Cloud Service Mesh team. Like last summer I was on
Google Cloud
Service
Mesh team.
Yes.
What is that?
They're I'm gonna be real here.
You don't know either.
I'm gonna be completely real.
He's gonna find out this summer.
I won't find. No, I did read a little bit about them. I think they're the team that owns like a few products. I know. I talked with my manager. Like when you are project matching, you have to do an interview with like the person who's gonna be your manager.
Yeah.
And she said that we're gonna be working on something for Kubernetes, and I think
the
Service Mesh team owns the Google Kubernetes engine.
I see.
Yeah.
That's like directly in line with like the lower infrastructure type stuff.
Exactly.
So that's awesome.
Yeah. So I was really excited for that because I told her like that's what I wanted to work on, and then that's another thing that I think is cool. Like that's a big difference between STEP and SWE, like the SWE internship.
Yeah.
Is that for STEP you do your like questionnaire and like what you kind of want to work on.
Yeah.
And I guess with Google Cloud Backend Security, I kind of got like the type of thing that I want to work on.
Mm-hmm.
But for SWE, it's like very intentional since they have to like go out and pick you. Yeah. Like you get to work on the kind of thing that you want to work on. Yeah.
And it's also, I bet the bar is way higher.
Yeah.
As well.
They're gonna expect a lot more from you.
You were having a lot of fun in the stuff internship. I'll tell you that. Now you're gonna get into the hard work.
I was having a lot of fun. No, I'm excited though. I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you too. And dude, I need to get back in there.
Yeah.
Get back in Seattle. Go visit Cali.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to go to Cali a few times.
Yeah.
I remember you said you said you're gonna like go to Cali after you go to Seattle.
I might as well like do a one trip like whole thing.
So like I mean, if you go to Seattle first, and then go down to Cali, I might go down with you if you want.
I'm down.
And then go back to New York because my goal is to visit New York for like a week this summer.
Let's go.
Yeah. So we can have like a little trip.
Wait, we could do like we have offices in Seattle and Cali. So I'll meet you at Seattle. I'll work there 2-3 days. Seattle, then go to Cali. Work from Cali, Palo Alto, Sunnyvale, San Fran. Go from San Fran, and then we'll fly back to New York.
Yeah. I think that's a plan.
Let's do it. It's gonna have fun. We're gonna do a huge loop. We have so many people to say hi to.
Yeah, that's actually so crazy.
It's crazy. The network is crazy, man. It's crazy.
Like I think it all started for sure with AFE.
Yeah.
But then like even last year with Google, I lived with 2 AFEs. Like those were.
That's right. I went to your apartment. You had a nice pool.
Yeah.
Hot tub. Wonderful.
It was a good gig.
Yeah.
But yeah, I lived with 2 AFEs who were like first years.
Yeah, freshman year.
That was fine.
I remember.
Yeah, so that's like a. Oh yeah, this year. Oh yeah, so I didn't have I said I had project matching, didn't I?
Yeah.
So, because I was doing project matching and I was not confident that I was going to get a return offer, I seriously applied to jobs.
Okay.
I didn't do that. I guess I say I seriously applied to a job. I got the inclined offer really fast, right? I'd be in project matching, so I was I'm probably a higher priority in project matching.
Right.
So it's I know I got it before most people even ended. So I thought I was probably gonna get a return offer.
Yeah.
But I applied to 175 places, so I hit it relatively hard.
And how'd you do overall?
How did I do? Oh my god, I did not do well.
It's like that. It's like
I know.
You only need to hit one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To make it big.
Yeah,
but
you do.
You definitely I remember this is always a stressful season. Nowadays, you have a lot of interviews, you have to prepare lead code and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, the system's so outdated. I don't
know. I'm somewhat a fan of the lead code interview system.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't prepare it all this year though.
Okay, so did you do good?
No.
Okay.
I did not do well.
There's a little bit of effort you have to put in for sure. I
did not do well at all. But I wasn't grinding it too hard, so it was one of those situations where it's if I think I would do better.
Right. For
sure. But I didn't grind it out too well, and I got an offer not too early, but from a different company earlier in the cycle. So then after that, I was I don't care. If I get anything better, then that's cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Great.
Yeah. And then for this year, dude, the school stuff.
Yeah.
I joined the robotics team.
Wow.
For NYU.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's been 2 working semesters, bro.
Tough, hard-working semesters.
Hard-working semesters.
Yeah. Was it worth it?
Was it worth it? Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm learning a lot.
That's good.
For sure.
That's good.
Having a good time,
Yeah, I mean, dude, being in the city is phenomenal. I don't know if you have that experience. There's so many opportunities. There's so many people you meet. It's crazy. We're at NYU hot spot here.
Yeah, NYU area. A lot of young people down here. I went up to Columbia earlier this week, actually, or I guess Monday last week. That area too. Crazy, obviously. I think the whole city really. I wanted to say it's concentrated around the schools, right? Because that's where you want to get talent from. But not really. The whole city is just brimming with opportunity, especially for CS. It's not known as a tech hub. At least I don't think so.
But it's shifting though. It's shifting
for
crazy.
Sure. A lot of opportunities here.
There's a lot of opportunities, yeah.
Yeah, I last year I was in it. Because I was doing the whole recruiting thing.
Yeah, you realized.
I started doing hackathons last year, actually.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a few. We went up to Princeton.
Yeah.
You took the train down, I flew up.
Yeah.
We did that. It's a great experience.
Oh, the Berkeley.
Oh, we're in the Berkeley. We have like the bear next to us. That's so funny, dude. A lot of friends from Berkeley too. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, it's like the school.
You know what I mean?
That is like the school.
The school?
Yeah.
Stanford.
It's smaller though.
It's smaller, yeah.
No, like Berkeley is like, it's like the state school.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent there too.
That place is crazy.
Yeah, Berkeley.
Yeah. Amay. shout out to Amay.
It's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, last year I went to I would go to startups and stuff, like
startup events, VC.
Yep. I was like meeting people. I was really in it last year.
Yeah.
And this year I've been busier, so I haven't had the opportunity, but it's kind of sad, honestly. That was fun.
Dude, you gotta slide me those DMs like ASAP.
Yeah.
I need to pull up.
Yeah, I told you launch, bro.
I've done a few. Like I've gone around. There's a lot of like VC events, big VCs. There's also like just meetups as well.
Okay.
But it's just fun meeting other people. It's cool to see what other people are doing. So.
Yeah, I think that's another thing. Like going to school in the city is very different from working in the city, and just living there.
Yeah.
Because I'm just not gonna acknowledge what I just did there. So yeah, because when you're in school, it's like it kind of feels like the city's a distraction from school. Does that make sense?
The city is a distraction.
Yeah.
For school.
Yeah.
Okay.
While studying all this engineering stuff, right?
Yeah.
I also kind of am falling into the trap of I need to have good grades, and my grades are not good, but I need to pass my classes.
At least.
Yeah, exactly. I at least need to pass my classes, and that's not a zero effort endeavor.
Right. You need to put. You gotta open ChatGPT.com, copy paste, put it in there. God. That takes effort. I feel you.
No, shut up, bro.
No, I get your point. There's some things that you want to learn and you want to get into and
my classes are very exam heavy.
Yeah.
Exam and project heavy. We had our robot vision project, dude.
You were telling me where you have to do the maze thing.
Yeah. It was not ChatGPT-able.
Yeah.
It just simply was not.
Yeah, so you gotta spend the time there.
Exactly.
And give it out, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how that went actually. We have a competition at the end of the semester for who can do the fastest.
Right.
And I think my group won. So.
Congrats.
Yeah, thanks.
Good stuff.
So maybe we'll get some extra points there. We'll see.
Here and there.
We'll see, but that was the thing. So I think the city and just there being so much stuff all the time. I know this past weekend there was the SZA concert, SZA and Kendrick Lamar or something. So I saw a ton of people that I know went there. But for some of us, it's still finals season.
Yeah, finals.
So stuff like that is just like a huge distraction.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, your priorities, you gotta just
gotta prioritize.
What do you prioritize in your life?
Right. School.
Not anymore after you graduate, so.
Praise God.
That's the first praise God I heard.
I know, that is how much I'm done with this stuff, bro. This stuff. I still got a lot to learn though, so it's I have to learn, but school is rough.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Well, I think we're getting to the time.
Okay.
And you have any last words, any inspired things, what you want to share your story, you want to end it, any, final comments, final thoughts, Bolaji, we'd love to hear.
Any final thoughts? Probably right now is a very interesting time, I think, with how AI is going, even the kind of place that the economy is, and what industries are going to be prominent in the future. I know recently it's been marketing's been the thing.
Marketing?
We live in an ad economy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
social consumerism.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's I in the past, freshman, maybe a little bit sophomore year, I've always said tech's a good place to go, right? And I still kind of stand with that. But I think right now, what would be most important for someone is to be about being well-rounded.
Well-rounded.
What should someone who's, I don't know, maybe
in the middle of college or starting college or maybe even in the middle of high school really trying to be like doing to be successful. Obviously, I'm not entirely sure, but I think like the goal should be in like a time where we don't know exactly like where the primary markets are going and like what skills are going to be most employable. You should just try to be well-rounded and be able to learn things as fast as possible, maybe.
Awesome. Well, Bolaji, thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
It was a pleasure to have you, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to hear more of this. If you want Bolaji to return, comment down below, and maybe we'll do a round 2.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.